Little bacon heads. It's Sabrina Lee speaking. Man. Scary stories. Me want to watch scary stories. And know what? My boyfriend for 24 hours. Me. Man, you probably showed too much ass.
Years ago, when I was in the 5th grade, my friends and I were walking home from school.
You
We
not showing
noticed
too
some of
much
the other
ass.
kids laughing very loudly at something and running away like they were disgusted. We looked back, and they were laughing at this woman who was walking behind us.
What the hell?
We didn't know why because we saw her every day when we were walking home from school.
That's a
We just never
stalker.
spoke to her, or we never even seen her up close. We moved closer to see what was so funny, and we definitely noticed what the other kids were making ruckus about. This was a man dressed in a miniskirt with high heels on.
Oh.
The other kids were throwing sticks and rocks at it, but he never responded. He just smiled while he was walking. A few days later, I just so happened to be watching the news, and I saw the same guy's face on the news.
Oh, God.
My friend who lives around the corner was getting her mail when she saw the man across the street watching her.
Ooh.
He waved and he started skipping across the street like a little girl while loudly asking her, "Do you remember me?" She was one of the kids that threw rocks at him. She shut her door as he started running full speed toward her house, wearing a wig, miniskirt, heels, and a woman's tank top.
Oh, my God.
He started banging on her door until she called the police. He was caught within minutes. Anything could have happened to us that day with this guy roaming our neighborhood. But luckily, nothing ever happened to any of the kids that I knew.
Exactly. You guys are lucky to be alive. You should never make fun of a woman. Manias?
When I was 7 or 8 years old, my parents used to take me to this beach cafe in our town. It had
Was
a
it
pool,
good?
and the cafe was right next to the beach.
I want to go
The
there.
cafe were my family's close friends, so I spent a lot of my childhood there.
Where's the
The best part about the
location?
beach is that when you passed the cafe and the playground, there was a lot of sand and a net for volleyball.
You could bury somebody
As kids, my
alive.
friends and I would always play there. One ordinary summer night, there was quite a few of us playing in the sand, making castles and doing other things.
Go and drown.
All of a sudden, I heard a noise behind me in the bushes, right where the sand ended.
Run away.
I should mention that there were woods around the whole place, but it wasn't deep or anything. I was a
Still
brave
run
kid, so I just
away.
brushed it off as being a cat or animal of some sort, and
It's not a
continued to play.
cat. It's an
However,
old
when
man
I
with
looked up at my
or from
friends,
Sally
now quiet and
Arms.
staying still, I got the chills. I noticed that all of their eyes had widened. They were staring at me, or rather at whatever was behind me.
Run.
The shock kicked in, and I felt like I was going to faint. I started shaking.
Run
I
away,
didn't even want
kid.
to turn around.
Ah!
But when I felt something cold on the back of my neck, that was the last straw. I started running full speed towards the cafe filled with people, and my friends immediately followed behind me. There were 6 children crying and screaming at the top of our lungs. I remember finally clinging to my mom and crying in her arms. Soon after, the sound of sirens followed by police cars parked in front filled the air.
God.
When the adults talked to the police, my friends and I were confused. I still didn't know what was behind me, so I asked my oldest friend in the group, who was 10 years old and talking to his dad. It turns out that there was this crazy old guy who robbed a lady and stabbed her to death not so far away from here.
Huh?
My friends told me he appeared behind me smiling like a sick clown. He was holding a knife and pressing it against the back of my neck.
Oh.
That must have been the cold thing I felt. From then on, I never stayed far away from the cafe when the sun went down.
Yeah.
And thankfully, they caught the guy.
Oh! That's creepy.
My
Stay
name is
away
Milo.
from me, you dirty
I'm 14 years
hobo.
old, but this happened about a year ago. One day, I was having a sleepover with my two best friends, Ben and Michael, to celebrate Ben's birthday. Ben wanted to go camping and
Happy
have a
birthday
bonfire,
to you.
so we all set up our
I
tents
don't
for a
know
fun
the
night.
song goes.
When we set everything up, we talked about the usual teenage boy stuff.
Ugh.
Sports, cars,
Oh,
and girls.
Ew, don't
As the
talk
night
about
progressed,
that.
Ben
Talk
began to tell us
about
about a man from our
your
town
mama.
who was on the run from the police. He
Naruto
said that
run.
the man lurked around in the darkness and kidnapped teenage boys. He grabs you by the legs and drags you through the forest while looking for more kids to prey on.
Drag the
Ben
wing.
said. We all burst out with laughter at how ridiculous it sounded. Nothing like that would ever happen in our town, right?
How'd
At
you
least,
know?
That's what we thought. We all started to feel sleepy and decided
Got
to
your
call it.
bus to sleep.
During the middle of the night, I got out of my tent to use the bathroom on one of the trees nearby.
Oh my god,
But when I
wanna
was
see
done, I looked back to see a man warming his hands on our fire,
that. Crap.
and three small, dark figures hid behind him,
Who
each
are
looking
they?
like a starved child. I screamed in fear, waking my friends who freaked out when they saw him. We sprinted out of the forest
Why
to
you-
warn people about the man, but
What's
nobody
your
in town
accent?
believed us.
Please slow down.
When it was light outside the next morning, we went back to the forest to collect our gear and go home. Everything was there, but a note was
good.
left on the ground.
Don't read it.
It read, grabs you by the legs and drags you, with a smiley face drawn at the end. We alerted the police and never went back to that forest again.
Good. You guys are smart. Like, first of all, like, this is why you don't do things at night.
I was driving home from work one night around 9 p.m.
Not a
so
PM.
the roads were quiet. As I was driving downhill, I heard a sound that was like a jet engine roaring behind me. The next thing I know, a car goes flying past me going twice the speed limit.
You gotta go
It looked like a
fast.
fairly old and crappy car. The car started to get the speed wobbles. Then one of the tires came flying off and rolled
Crap.
at high speeds downhill while the car was I stopped my car to make sure whoever was inside was okay. A guy got out of the car and looked over at me, and then started moving extremely quickly towards me.
You.
I don't know why, but I hit my internal locks on the car, which was fortunate, because no more than 2 seconds later, the guy started grabbing at the driver's side door and smashing on my windscreen
Stop!
with his fists trying to get in.
Dirty rich.
I'll never forget the look he had in his eyes. I put my foot down
Yeet.
on the accelerator and drove off back home.
Yeah.
I decided to swap cars once I got home and drove back to see what was going on. I saw 2 fire trucks and about 4 police close to where the incident happened. When I got back to the crash site, the guy was no longer there, so I decided to head home.
And go to my book sleep.
The next day at work, I was online and bored reading the news when I saw an article that shocked me.
And make
The
ass.
article was about a guy who had been in a police chase for 1 hour, and the police stopped chasing him because it was becoming too dangerous.
Yes.
Turns out the guy was high on meth, had stolen a car an
my
hour's
God.
drive away, and had been in a hot pursuit since. After crashing the
Tia?
car, the guy apparently crossed to the other side of the road and hailed the first car that appeared, which was a taxi. He got into the taxi and stole it. In the process, he pushed the driver out of the driver's side door, and the driver got stuck and dragged at speeds. The driver died from the incident.
Oh my
I called the
god.
police and had a detective assigned to me. He fingerprint checked my car and got a statement. I had to testify in the Supreme Court as a key witness in a murder trial.
Mama.
The guy got 30 years, and they told me that my testimony was one of the main factors in
Stop
convicting him.
smiling. That pig
I
ass.
often think back to that night and wonder if I hadn't locked my doors, would I have been the one who got murdered?
Yes, you would have. If you did the smart thing. You do. Use your damn brain.
In my second year of college, I
Dirt.
decided to get a job at a cafe near my apartment.
No, cafes are horrible.
When I arrived for the interview, I
Only
noticed the
the
cafe
cookies
was
are
extremely crowded. I told the manager I was here for an interview.
Can I speak to your manager?
Without any sort of background check. I started working right away. The work was surprisingly easy.
Man,
All my
man.
coworkers were extremely nice to me.
Man.
My boss. At first, I appreciated
Good.
how friendly he was. But honestly, it was like he was a little too friendly to me. To the point of it being creepy. It was weird. But I liked my job, so I didn't say anything.
I want to say something. Get your creepy ass away from me, you hobo. You look like somebody that I know. I'm not gonna say her name. Shut up and stop looking at me. Pay attention to your job, dirty street hobo.
I worked the late shift one night. Eventually, the only ones left at the shop were me and my boss. When it was time to close, he offered to walk me home since it was dangerous to walk alone.
No, I don't want your
I hesitantly
creepy ass walking me
I grabbed my bag
anywhere.
and led the way to my
Period.
apartment.
Like,
The walk was awkward and silent until he asked if I lived alone. I didn't want him to know I lived by myself.
why do you want to know that? You want to try to kidnap me?
I
Come on,
eventually got to my
square up.
apartment building, and I thanked him for walking me home. I walked inside the lobby and noticed he wasn't walking away. I looked outside the window as I walked up the stairs. It looked like my boss was still waiting outside. It was weird, but I continued to walk up the stairs while
Creepy
passing by
ass.
the window. By the time I got to the 4th floor, he was still there.
Can you
I don't
get your
know why.
creepy ass away from my
I kept
building?
walking even if I lived on the 4th floor. My feet moved on their own, passing by every floor window. Eventually, when I got to the 7th floor, I sat underneath the window, peeked out to see if he was still outside. I looked closely at him and noticed he was counting something. I sat there dumbfounded before I realized what he was doing. He was counting what floor I lived on. I
Correct.
covered my mouth and watched as he started walking away. I walked back down to the 4th floor, making sure to avoid all the windows, just in case he was still there. The
Smart.
next day, my neighbor greeted me when I walked out my apartment and warned me to be careful. I asked him why, and he told me there had been a break-in on the 7th floor. My mind automatically thought of what happened yesterday. It was just a coincidence, right?
No,
I brushed it off and went to
it's
work.
not a
My
coincidence.
coworker
It's a
told me that my boss
fact.
called in sick that day, so I was able to relax while doing my job. That night I took the late shift. After my
Don't
shift
ever do
ended,
that.
I kept my guard up while walking home.
Yeah, keep your damn
I got
guard.
to my apartment and unlocked the door. As I closed and locked the door behind me, I noticed something odd. My bedroom door was slightly open, even though I always close it before
Crap!
I told myself I was just being paranoid.
No, you're not.
I went to my room and played on my phone for a little bit.
I play Pokemon Go every day.
I opened my eyes because I felt something shuffling beneath my bed. My thoughts went towards the break-in that happened on the 7th floor. I looked underneath my bed and saw two men looking back at me. I screamed at the top of my lungs and fell off my bed. I sprinted out the apartment into my neighbor's door.
Oh my
My
god.
neighbor came back to my apartment with me and dragged the guy out from underneath my bed. I recognized the face immediately. It was my boss.
Ugh.
When the cops arrived, they arrested him for breaking and entering my house. and
Stop
the house on the
breaking
second
it
floor.
into my damn home. Thank you. So anyway, guys, that was me, and like, you guys cannot count how many times I screamed in this video, probably blowing out your eardrums. Anyways, guys, I love you guys so much. See you tomorrow. Bye, my little cute people.